Thanks. Thank you. So thanks for inviting me, Mirotech. Thanks for coming to you. My name is Fridman. My background is artificial intelligence, machine learning. Last 5 years I spent in healthcare, in medical device market, with my company Mavi. And Edem Lab is a new project, is a joint venture company of two companies, Mavi, my previous company, and Edem Lab and Edem Resort, one of the biggest wellness complex of Eastern Europe. Could you please raise a hand? Who is stressed now? Feel free. And who may be faced with burnouts last year? Okay, thanks. Thanks for sharing. So our target market is stress market. We are corporate wellness solution, consists of wearable device, a special wearable device I'll talk about soon, and mobile application use artificial intelligence to detect stress level using heart rate variability, data from heart, and we can analyze it very, very properly. So you know that your employers or your key staff is the main value for company. So how to prioritize their health. We know that in our world now occurs two new words, absenteeism and presenteeism. Absenteeism is the state if staff are absent on the workplace, and presenteeism is absolutely new, even for me. It's a state when people is on the workplace but are not efficient. They can work, they can answer calls, they can do their work, but absolutely inefficient. So, and you can see that this market is 2 times bigger than absenteeism market. So, our solution can help you to avoid burnouts, to find out a chronic stress, and to decrease the presenteeism. Okay. Our solution is a medical wearable. Medical certified wearable, portable cardiograph, which is the same to by accuracy with the same as a hospital cardiograph, and mobile application which used for employers. So we use heart rate variability data. It's very, very difficult to analyze data, but we know how to analyze it. We spend a lot of time with our professionals from Edem Lab, with doctors, with wellness managers, to detect stress just using heart data. It's not the same to heart rate electrocardiogram. It's a recording of your heart electrical potential. So you can see that we combine two technologies like electrocardiogram and artificial intelligence to make it happen. How it works? It works for company in 3 steps. The first step is a big questionnaire. We define the problem. We define the people in the group risk. The second day, it's 1 day screening. We try to make a screening of whole company by each person. It's a short screening for 1 minute to detect some potential problems. And after we try to dive deeper with company and to launch the full project, for example, 1-year project, when all staff are wearing our wearable devices and control their stress level, energy level, productivity level, and they know how to manage it. So our action plan for this year to define 5 to 10 big companies. First of all, it will be big IT companies and big consultants. For sure, we'll work with some big energy companies now in Ukraine. So, and the main goal of this research will to make a big guideline. I mean, maybe 100-page guideline with full analytics for HRDs, for wellness officers, for whole Europe. It will be the first step to Europe market penetration and US market penetration. We are completely B2B company, so we use our corporate wellness health providers, partners, to penetrate European and US market. So how it works for people. People just wearing device and mobile application, just make a measurement and every day receive information about their health. And the company receive, I want to emphasize, anonymized reports. It's very, very difficult to explain to big boss, for example, because they told us it's impossible because all my staff will not agree with this if their data will share to me, and I will find out who will more productive, who will not more productive. But we make it absolutely anonymized. And first of all, we make a full screening, like stress map of company. So, benefits for companies to decrease absenteeism, to decrease presenteeism, to make an efficient way how to work with stress. Our current action, we started pilot projects with one of the biggest companies in Ukraine, MHP, also with some IT companies, with TerraSoft, with DTech, and we make a public screening of Deloitte. I'm sorry, KPMG. You will be the next. Also, we are working with one of the biggest private hospital chain in Ukraine, Dobrobut. It's time to prioritize your health first of all. Be not stressful. Feel free. Ask me. Thank you.
In the event the employees don't want to wear that hardware, are you going to integrate with other hardware?
It's a good question. For sure, we can integrate with Apple Watch or Xiaomi, doesn't matter, but quality of data will 2 times lower because we need a special device.
Thank you for a great presentation. So my question is, so once the company gets the data and it's all anonymous, what would they do with the data exactly? How would they use it to improve the health of their employees?
I'll move to my, it's not possible, yes. So,
thank you.
Thank you for question. Company receive not raw data. It's like, oh, thank you. You can see here a report. It's 1 page of this report, but this more about like business intelligence, like analytics. It's not a raw data. So, for example, the wellness officer of or HRD will know that his or her sales team will 2 times stressful than as a marketing team, or your sales team was 2 times more stressful than previous months. So this key indicates now in big companies, I mean, are very, very meaningful for key staff because it's very, very difficult to estimate who will the next with burnout, who will next who come in and told us, guys, thank you, you're very good, but I want to retire. And you offer 2 times salary, 3 times salary. He told you, thank you, you're very good, but I want to not see you today. So it's a really big question. Thank you.
In terms of the hardware you have, how do you differentiate yourself between like Fitbit and the other like sort of heart rate monitors? Like what's different?
Yeah, the main difference is cardiogram. Cardiogram is not the same to heart rate sensor. Just pick up your heart rate, you receive 1 index heart rate, 25 or I don't know, 58, doesn't matter. It's like, I don't know, it's like a toy, yes. And we measure ECG, electrocardiogram, the same to the hospital cardiogram, just using this device. It's absolutely different. So this device even looks like Fitbit, but only looks like Fitbit. Thank you.
What about people that had heart attack? Because such incidents can change signals that you can see on cardiogram.
So heart attack, are you right?
Heart attack and other incidents.
Yes,
there are
because
plenty of
my previous experience 5 years, it's not the same. Heart attack is the state when your heart is not okay and you need to move to the hospital in 3 hours. Not tomorrow, not today, in 3 hours only. And if we talk about the general heart, different, for example, arrhythmias, heart diseases, so our device, first of all, can indicate it. On the first stage, we make a public screening of all employees and detect some heart problem, first of all. And they go to doctors, privately, absolutely. Only we and them know that they have a problem, but they go to the doctor, we can help in Ukraine. We are working with Dobrobut, with Intasana, we can help him directly to share this data with hospital. And during usage our device every day, every day, every time. You can measure your ECG and detect some heart problems, but some heart problems. It's not a silver bullet. It's not a device which measure all ECG, all data, and so on. Thank you.
Maureen, one more question, please. At the middle of the speech.
As a potential client for you, I see one challenge here. The challenge is that in order to make any actionable things after you send to my desk this report on the productivity or burnouts of my people, I need some kind of a log, what was happening in my organization to understand, for example, why Thursday is the most stressful day in my sales team. So until I know the answer, what's happening every Thursday with my sales team, and I understand that the Thursday is the most stressful day, so then I can do something about it. So it will require also a tool that will keep tracking the log, the activities that happens within the teams. So then you can match two reports, your heart rates, your stress rates, and then what's going on within the company. So if they have had a Friday night out, right, and it was so long, and next Monday they're all stressed out, if I know that was a party, not a heavy work, could be a very different actions on my side. You follow my lead? Yep.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
you need to develop and another part of this, the activity logs,
Yeah.
potentially for every person.
Okay, so my answer will take time. Yes, it will consist of two parts.
Outside.
Okay, okay,
I'm going to check because we're out of time.
okay. One sentence. Okay, yes. First of all, our application make a log of all personal activity, and we can match personal activity with company activities. First of all, and second one, this is a problem which we try to face because first of all. Very difficult to define the problem, very difficult to define the place where the more stressful people, because all of us want to go to your boss and tell, I'm very stressful, so may I go home, and that's all, yes? And we can measure it really. Maybe you're not stressful, maybe you're too stressful.